Yeah, kia ora te whānau and welcome here to ILT Stadium, Southland and Invercargill. It is time for Sky Broadband Rapid League basketball action for 2025. We're in round 4 now of the season, and it's the Southland Sharks getting set to host the Auckland Tuatara in this clash here. Both teams have a little contrasting fortune coming into this Rapid League game, with Southland yet to win a match. They're 0-4 and they're in 12th position at the moment. We'll see that on the ladder in just a sec. And the Tuatara coming in with a 2-2 record. Glenn Lama here with Tall Fern, Crystal, Ledger, Walker. And can Southland get their first win in the Rapid League? That's the question, I guess, Crystal.
I absolutely think they can. They're at home, they're feeling good. Hopefully they can get it done today, get some momentum their way. Well,
hopefully, because neither team are in the top 6 of the Rapid League at the moment, although the Tuatara are close. They're just there in 7th place, and the Southland Sharks we touched on right down in 12th place at the moment. So if they get the win here, they might even nudge ahead of Franklin on points differential. We just have to wait and see. Let's have a look at the starting fives for the team. Here's the Tuatara lineup. Josh Ledger, Josh Wiley, KC Ioane, and Dylan Wilkie and Nick Barrow are the starting 5 for the Tuatara. All the players have been active in the Rapid League to date. And as we check out that Southland lineup, and we have brother on brother in this lineup today, with Will Ledger, who used to be a Tuatara player, now down in Southland this season. Dane Burtonshaw is still there. Tuhaka Cooper, another former Tuatara player. Riley Snow and Hayden Collier complete the lineup. So yeah, nice little dimension there with Cooper and Will Ledger travelling to the deep south to play their games this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, my head-to-head is really the Ledger brothers, my 2 favourite players in this league.
Why are they your favourite players?
Well, you know, I might have some relation to them.
Yeah. Well,
I still think their sister's the best athlete in the family, though, but hey, that's for another day.
Yeah, they're cousins of yours, right? We better clear that up. And it's probably good, Crystal, that they're playing against each other here just to keep things nice and even for you.
Right, but hey, we do have some brothers on the same team. In Tuatara, we also have the Wiley brothers that get to suit up with each other in this Rapid League. So a whole band of brother affair.
Exactly. What a story they are. They're actually triplets with Liam Wiley, the third Wiley. Don't know if he's good at hoops, but if he's half as good as his brothers, he'd still be a pretty good player. Sam Pan's made the journey south today. Regan Ashley and Brendan Douglas are the other officials for this game. So let's get this Rapid League game underway. Tuatara in that teal strip, but it's going to be the Sharks who have the first possession. What can they cook up with this first play? Lacking a little confidence so far this season. In fact, we've got a buzzer going off there for some reason, which saw Snow just pause there for a moment.
Definitely think it's a shot clock issue. Definitely shouldn't have gone off. I know this game's rapid, but that
not that rapid.
Right, that seemed extremely quick.
So it looks like the Sharks are going to have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Burtonshaw to inbound it. He's found Collier. Now Burtonshaw again. Shot clock down to 3. There's Burtonshaw kind of go hard off the glass, and it's captured by Ledger. Tuatara have their first crack at scoring points. Ioane to go baseline straight away. KC Ioane. It's back again, and he's created space for himself really well there, Ioane, and there's the first 2 points of the game.
Great strength by him along that baseline to have the poise to finish with the up fake underneath.
Southland looking to strike back, and that one's kissed off the glass from our man. For the Sharks, that was Cooper.
Yeah, you spoke about it. He played for the Tuatara. Him and Will Ledger moved down to Southland to find some more opportunities. It's good to see that they're having a bigger role down here.
Here's the Tuatara. Stolen by the Sharks, and they come away with the ball. This is a good fast break from them. And that's very nice finish there. Coming in from the Southland Sharks. I think that was Riley Snow, might have been Burton Shaw. In fact, it was Dane Burton Shaw. That was a good play. He's going to Chemist Warehouse strike for one.
Yeah, great work by the Sharks to get out in transition. They do have the speed advantage on the Tuatara right now. The Tuatara going with a bigger lineup with Josh Ledger, Nick Barrow inside.
Burton Shaw for the three-point play. He's a key for the Sharks. He's been going at 10 points per game in the Rapid League. Key figure for them. Wilkie gives it over to Barrow. That's Wilkie again. It's Dylan Wilkie. Oh, there's a tough little basket coming in from Josh Wiley.
He's so good at getting to his floater, coming off on balls, and when he gets in that paint, he obviously is an undersized guard, but has creative finishes.
Nice bounce pass in, and there's a good block by the Tuatara, but they haven't been able to capitalise on it. Nice play by the Sharks. It's a tough basket, and they are up by 3 early in this one. Tuatara respond with here. Josh Wiley. Barrow. Back to Wiley. He's just 18 years of age now. There goes Ledger for three. Can't nail it. Here come the Sharks to try and extend this lead again. Collier for three. Oh, here's a sweet shot from Hayden Collier. First three of the game there, Crystal. It's a good start by the home team.
It is, and these posts showing their versatility, stretching that defense out to the three-point line.
Good response by the Tuatara. That was Dylan Wilkie.
You know he's going to knock those down. He is a sniper. You have to know where he is beyond the three-point line.
He's been going at 12 points per game, and he's shooting the ball at 55% as well. Here's Burton Shaw. This rebound taken by the Tuatara. That was Dylan Wilkie again. He's doing it both ends of the court. Look at that confidence. This time he's short, though.
Right, he was rubbing his fingers a little bit. It must have slipped. Little heat check. But I like his game. He actually kind of reminds me of Cam Glidden, his scorer's mentality, the way he's always looking to punish the defense whenever they go under, especially with that three-point shot.
The Sharks up by 2 at the moment. Burton Shaw, the leading scorer. Already we've got 4 scorers for the Sharks early in this one. Good on that occasion. Just over 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Three-pointer coming in this time from Wane. No good. Southland got about a 1 second differential there. So they want to soak up the time here. Make this play really count. Make it the last play of the first quarter. That's exactly what they're trying to do right here. Through Cooper. Nicely done by Tuhaka Cooper. That will end the first quarter. That was well played by Cooper as the Sharks take that lead into the break. A nice lead too. It's 12 points to 7.
I liked that drive from Tuhaka Cooper, getting himself into the paint. They came off their on ball a couple times before that and settled for jump shots or long floaters. I like that he challenged the defense, got all the way in there, and wasn't scared to take on the size of the Tuatara.
Yeah, Tuhaka Cooper, bit of experience there. It's his first year at the Sharks, but he's been, you know, at the Jets and the Tuatara as well. Here's the large cheese pizza this week, $25.99 from Cells. To scan the QR code. That offer is valid until next Tuesday. Got to drive back home. Are you gonna?
Yeah, I love some cheesy pizza.
It's on the way home, mate. Don't spill it down your lap.
I know, and I don't think I need a whole large.
No.
But hey, if someone wants to share, feel free.
We'll have to get our producers onto that special. Do a very fine job. 12 points to 7. Yeah, as I touched on, already 4 players have scored here for Southland. Just Will Ledger hasn't scored yet. The starting 5, Joseph Reefy and Quake Webster are there as well. For the Southland coach in this game, John Old. Second quarter underway now with the Tuatara. Out there now with Chris Wiley. Here's Barrow. Plenty of time to nail that three. Unfortunately, no good for Wilkie.
Yeah, he came wide open, set that back screen, a little bit of miscommunication on the switch. That's the most time on a shot he'll probably get all day.
Missed it. It's 2 in a row he's missed. That's a beautiful bounce pass and a good finish there from Riley Snow.
That is a great find off the dribble.
Really decent pass, wasn't it? As the Southland Sharks extend their lead out to 6 now. Barrow nice and close to the basket, and that one's going to roll in for his first 2 points of the game.
Too easy for Barrow. I like the pressure up full court from Wiley.
There's a foul by Chris Wiley. It's actually the first foul of the game. All these Wileys out of North Harbour. It's just such a production line, isn't it? The North Harbour region in New Zealand of basketball players.
Oh, just all over Auckland, spoiled with talent.
Sharks again establish themselves here. Close to 3, and it's a very nice shot there as they extend their lead to 7. Very nice basket that one as the Tuatara a little bit under pressure as Wiley tries to float one over the top, and it's tipped in nicely there by number 26, Matty Dalton.
Dalton is so good at staying active on the glass. He has the length, but does the work with it.
Just like his brother Charlie, who was a Tuatara player last year before nipping away to university. Now Collier, who's already nailed 2 threes in the game, can't nail 3. Defensive rebound almost secured by Southland. In fact, that might go against... Oh, is that going against the Sharks? Riley Snow. Right there.
Yeah, that was tough. Bouncing around, could have been anyone's ball.
Well, Tuatara gets some valuable possession. Josh Riley comes back into the game. There's Ledger. Wide open is Chris Wiley. Can't nail the triple, and here comes the Sharks on the fast break, and that is Burtonshaw, can't nail it. Collier's flying in there trying to smash it in as well. He couldn't do so. In fact, that was Will Ledger, and that's a beautiful block right there from Collier.
Great read from Collier to come over for that block.
Well, now give it to him. Here he is. Post up, here he is. Three-pointer from the corner is stray. Oh, but the bounce is kind for Quake Webster. 3's missed that time by Cooper, but Southland still have the ball. Wide open for another 3, and that one's not going to be missed by the Sharks. Who nailed that one? I think that might have been Ledger.
It absolutely was. Seen that shot a lot of times, lost to him in knockout with some shooting games we played as a family earlier this year. Great drive by Wilkie, unsuccessful.
Come the Sharks again, they're up by 8. Just touched the foot there of Ledger. So it's going to be Southland ball still. These numbers are impressive. Southland shooting the ball at 50%. They're 2 from 5 from beyond the arc.
We spoke about it. They're hunting for their first Rapid League win. They'll want to get it at home in front of their home fans.
Indeed. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. There goes a shot from Tuhaka Cooper.
That is a confident-looking shot. He's familiar with these players. He knows what he can get.
Cooper's got 7 points now. Nice pass back to Ledger. Finished that one off very nicely with Josh Ledger.
Great movement off the ball to wheel into a position where his teammate could find him in a gap.
It's his first 2 points of the game. All the 5 starters now for the Tuatara have scored, and here we go again. Got 8 till half time. Cooper. Here's Collier, nice ball rotation. There goes the three, and it's on the buzzer. And the Sharks nail it. Riley Snow. No, it wasn't. It was Dane Burtonshaw.
Look at this ball rotation. They got the defense to suck in, found the shooter waiting in the corner. Feet set, great shot.
6 points for Burtonshaw, and it's half-time. And the Sharks, 25 points in the first half. That is impressive.
It is. The Tuatara are going to want to speak about this. They need to tidy up their defense, get those rotations locked down as we have a look in the points. Look at Tukaha Cooper leading the way, 7 points to his name. Burdenshaw being tough with 6. Collier 5. Riley Snow 4. And then Tuatara all chipping in, but Dylan Wilkie leading the way with his three-pointer. Rebounds. Will Ledger, like to see that name at the top. 3 rebounds for him. And then 2 rebounds, Collier, Webster, Wiley, and Dalton on the Tuatara side. Assists, look at those. The way the Sharks are moving the ball right now is great, led by Webster with 3 assists. I like when they are able to draw 2, get that defense moving, move the ball around. It looks really good for them. It feels like the momentum is the Sharks' way, the way they're playing.
Well, Craig Webster, you got to hand it to him. He didn't start the game either. He's only played 3 minutes and 54 seconds, so not even half of the first half, and already a notch up 3 assists. That's a pretty decent effort from him.
Yeah, it is, and very unselfish basketball they're playing. You can tell they're hustling hard. They're chasing after loose balls. They're getting their hands on those second chance rebounds offensively. So, yeah, I like the way the Sharks have come out tonight.
So those stats brought to you by the Chemist Warehouse, and 25-13 is the score. Sharks outscoring the Tuatara by 4 in the first quarter and 8 in that quarter. Shooting the ball at 55% so far in the game. Tuatara back at 40. I don't feel like the Tuatara are playing that badly there. Maybe just defensively they can need to get up in the faces of the Southland players a bit more.
Yeah, definitely, and stop them in transition. You can see all the Southland Sharks players are able to initiate that offense, get out and run. They need to pick the ball up early, slow it down, then yeah, get those rotations right.
Well, intriguing second half coming up in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Don't forget at 7:30 this evening we'll have the NZNBL game between these two sides as we see the second half underway now with Southland getting the first possession. Here's Cooper, the leading scorer in the game. Get the screen off Snow, and Cooper close to nailing that mid-range jumper. Now that's exactly what the Tuatara needed. Doesn't matter how you stop it, it's if you stop it. See if they can take advantage here. Josh Wiley into Barrow. Nice rebound taken there by Ioane. Crashed the boards really well there, KC Ioane. Here's Wilkie. He's had it stripped out of his hands. Oh, and a foul as he tried to win the ball back.
The Sharks playing tough defense right now. Really playing good out of the scramble when they don't know who they've got, getting out to players, finding someone, making it tough for the Tuatara to move that ball around.
Cooper again. Screen from Snow, who rolls away. 3 ball is missed, and it's picked up by the Tuatara. Looks like it's going to be Tuatara ball here.
Probably lucky it is. That's such a dangerous pass to throw it back in on your own baseline like that.
Santan must have brought it come off the backboard and maybe just grazed the baseline. So here come the Tuatara again. Here's Ledger. Wilkie. Barrow up to try and win the ball. He's done brilliantly there, the vet. It's back to Wiley. Wilkie. There's a little foul over the top there from Tukaha Cooper.
I do think the Tuatara need to get the ball inside to their post, get some post touches. That is where their advantage is. And the Southland Sharks might have to double them, then that's when they'll get their kick-out shots.
Barrow's not seen a lot of touches in the game, has he? Let's see what happens here. Speaking of Barrow, he pulls up, nails the jumper.
That's a shot to around that little jump, the elbow, knuckle area.
4 points for Barrow now. He's back to 10. It's way off target. Barrow tidies up for the Tuatara. Here's a fast break, but See the Sharks back in quite good numbers there. It's good effort by them. Here's Wiley. Tough shot for him to make. And away come the Sharks. This is Quake Webster. No, yes, it is Quake Webster. Assists in the first half as Quake Webster looks for another one, and he might have got one there. It's Snow able to gobble that one up.
Good tag from the Tuatara to come off that guard, put extra pressure on that post to make it a hard catch, clog that lane up.
Low scoring quarter. Just that one field goal by Nick Barrow in the first 2 minutes of this third quarter. Southland haven't scored yet as Barrow sets the screen there for you on there. Shot clock down to single numbers now. That's Wiley. Nice. These Wiley brothers showing some signs of talent.
Yeah, very good drive. Quick first step past his defender. That lane opened right up.
That's Josh Wiley with those 2 points. Collier kicking it back out to Webster.
What a pass, what a shot. Really thought Collier was going to take it himself. Found his shooter at the last minute.
Much need a basket there for Southland. Wiley feeds Barrow. Here he is, nailing it from the knuckle on the other side.
Right, let him just go back and forth, back and forth. He does that in practice.
Like a pendulum. Here is Cooper, squeezing between 3 defenders and scoring. Good basket by Tuhaka Cooper.
He's having a game right now, up to 9 points.
Pace coming in from Barrow. That's 3 baskets in a row. In fact, I think he's the only one who scored for the Tuatara in this quarter.
He is, but hey, I see Josh Ledger with a little point guard assist.
Webster again for 3. Stray this time. Barrow getting the rebound at the other end of the court. Wiley to keep the pace up. It's Josh Wiley. There's Ledger. Wiley going baseline. Block by Collier. No, it's a foul. Nice drive by Wilkie. Wilkie, an interesting player. He's played for the Bulls in 2021. Franklin then moved over to Australia to play over there for the last couple of years in the NBL 1 League and the Big V League. He's back in Auckland now.
Taking his shooting talents all the way around the block, come home, and doing it here.
Exactly, 2 from 2 from the Chemist Warehouse line for Dylan Wilkie. He's up to 5. Lead back to 7. Still not beyond the realms of possibility here. We'll see a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a low-scoring quarter. They're going to come out in the 4th firing, but the Tuatara have some work to do.
Southland only had 5 points in this quarter. Webster holds the ball up. Take that time out of the shot clock again. Birdshaw drives hard. That was a good basket.
That was a good basket and good timing to mistime the defense so they didn't get that block. It's a tough finish. Check it out on replay. This physical drive, defense riding him the whole way, able to finish through the contact. Strong body.
3-point play coming up here for Dane Birdshaw. Taranaki Ayres player last year, and he completes the 3-point play from the stripe. Chemist Warehouse strike. So 8 seconds here. Wiley keen to keep that ball moving up as he puts up the 3 and he buries it. Josh Wiley. Lovely finish there, and that is going to make the last quarter interesting with that scoreline just a little bit tighter than it was at half-time. It's a 7-point margin to the Sharks.
Yeah, very doable here for the Tuatara. A few stops in a row, a few scores. But yeah, if they can get a kill, if they can come out and get 3 stops in a row, they'll be right back in this ballgame.
Yeah, they've outscored the Sharks in that quarter 13-8. So nice and comeback. Birdshaw and Cooper, 9 points each for the Sharks so far in the game. They continue to score at above 52%, 13 from 25, and the Tuatara have lifted their shooting percentage up to 47 now. And leading scorer for them is Barrow, who got the majority of the points in that quarter, but he's on 8 now.
Yeah, I like that they're getting him touches. I do think the ball needs to move a bit more, and it looked better when the ball was moving for the Tuatara, when they got it inside, when they kicked it outside, when they were making that extra pass. Hopefully it will continue in this last quarter.
Barrow's chimed in with 4 rebounds as well. Don't forget about the Sky Broadband special starter packs from $50 per month for the first 12 months. Just call 0952 55 555 or go to skybroadband.co.nz. Interesting. Southland, remember, are 0-4 in the Sky Broadband rapidly. Haven't won a game so far this season. Could this be the icebreaker for them? Here's Barrow. Tuatara only led once in this game. Nice pass from Wiley. Back out there now for a bit more time as the shot clock goes down to 3 seconds. Wiley, high off the glass, just overpowered it a bit. And Southland have got the ball. Good start for Southland, Crystal.
Yeah, good start for them. They'll want to extend. Collier's been great for them in this game. Really stretched the floor, cleaned up the glass. But Burdenshaw, wow.
Yeah, that was a lovely finish from Dane Burdenshaw.
For him to absorb that contact, still be able to square his shoulders up and finish that shot, tough.
He's the first player to hit double figures. Here's Dalton for 3 from the corner, and there goes the Tuatara again. Matty Dalton. He's got 5 in the game. Webster. This is Collier for 3. He buries another one.
Shooter alert.
He's back to a 7-point game. Good response by Southland as Barrow looks for some cuts, can't get some. Here's Dalton again, he's off target that time. Webster. Ball handling by Quake Webster.
Man, Quake Webster must feel like he's having deja vu with both Wiley brothers guiding him up the floor. Burdenshaw.
Off the glass, and that's Wiley. Josh Wiley. Ball is good down court. Ledger. Oh, poor pass. Stolen.
Passed it to his brother.
Josh, he's on the other team. Here comes Southland.
I'm sure William will let him know about that pass after the game.
Josh Ledger forgot he wasn't playing backyard hoops there. Hoop on the garage. Here he comes again. Wilkie over to Barrow. Just can't miss from that spot.
I'm telling you, he's just doing his little training drill right now, getting to his spot.
Southland have their highest score rapidly this season. This 38 points, 133 to play, and now that's what Auckland needed. Let's see what they can do here. Josh Wiley. Ledger gives it back to Wilkie. Nice pass to Ledger. He couldn't quite handle the ball though if he had. There's 2 points for the taking there. Ledger. Tough basket by Josh Ledger.
Good take, and I like the pace that they ran that play with. It flowed great. Great pass from Wilkie. And Josh Ledger, too big inside. You cannot guard him down there.
Yes, Southland. They can use the clock as their friend a little bit here. They're up by 5. Quake Webster. Oh, yes, that might just seal it for Southland.
Big shot, hand in his face. Time running down.
He's got 6. Both of them are 3s for Quake Webster. Tuatara need a quick basket, and it looks like Webster's just got a little wrench in there. I reckon Quake Webster's got the best first name in the NBL.
Absolutely.
Great name.
And he's like, say it some more.
Very few fouls in the game. Southland have only conceded 3 and Tuatara just 4. Quick basket here, though. Clock is not their friend as Wiley buries it. It's another 3 for him. That's his 3rd of the game.
They needed that, and they need a stop quick.
There's Barrow foul.
Oh, I hate that for the Tuatara. He thinks it's a bit soft too. Unlucky.
But Southland still have possession. They really need a foul again. They have again, that time on Quake Webster. It was Wilkie who picked up that foul. They need just to keep fouling until they've got to send them to the line, don't they?
Yeah, they'll want to stop the clock there. Obviously trying to get the ball first. That won't work though, too much space.
Oh! Oh, it is Tuatara ball. Webster lost control of it. Great little, almost pinching in the pocket there by Ioane.
Quake Webster just a little bit too casual with that dribble.
Now Tuatara clearly need a quick basket.
Yep.
Still not over yet.
Very doable. 2 possessions though. Quick basket, stop, another quick basket.
Just go back to that 3 by Webster. I just think that might just be good enough for the Sharks to win. But let's see.
Right, and remember they have their BNZ player timeouts.
So Tuatara need this down court pronto. Here is Wiley. Can't muck around here. There goes the 3 ball. It's not going to drop. And Southland have got it. And there's another foul by Barrow with 8.6 left. Surely it's going to be Southland's first win of the Sky Broadband Rapid League season now, Crystal.
My fingers are crossed for them. I really hope that this is game. And if it is, Tukaha Cooper and William Ledger will be feeling very good. They chose the right team this season.
And here is Cooper speaking of him. He's on to 10 points, shot the ball at 57%.
And he was great for the Tuatara last season. Really solid 6-man for them. You know, when that star-studded, someone from that star-studded starting 5 would go out, he'd come in.
Yeah, he featured in all 20 games last year for the Tuatara.
And he was solid for them, great role player.
So BNZ player timeout called by the Tuatara. See what they can do with this BNZ player timeout. Don't forget, of course, you can get tickets to the big game thanks to BNZ. And, of course, BNZ proudly supporting the investment into New Zealand basketball.
Interested to see who they go to here. Obviously, Wilkie is their sniper. No one's sniper on this team, but Wiley just hit one not too long ago.
He's got to put it up. They've got to put it up. Ioane. Well, they can give away the 2 points. In fact, Barrow is going to roll it in. There might be some time left here. In fact, there won't be. It is over, and Southland have got the win in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Congratulations to them. That's their first win of 2025. And they've broken their duck, Crystal, with a win 43-38.
A great win for the Southland Sharks off the back of Burdenshaw and Cooper leading the way with 11 points each. They were great in this game, so aggressive, scored in multiple different ways. We saw Collier step out as a big man, hit some big threes. You spoke about it, Webster's 3 was massive down the stretch. And then on the glass, Nick Barrow sneaking up on that leaderboard with that last rebound and couple points. He had 4, leading rebounder for the game. Collier, Webster, Will Ledger, and Josh Wiley also had 3 apiece. Quake Webster dishing the ball out really nicely today, had a complete game. 4 assists for him. Josh Ledger, my man, playing a little bit of point guard, point forward, whatever you want to call him. He had 3 assists as well as Wilkie. And then blocks, Josh Ledger with a block and Collier on the other side.
Well, there we are. Congratulations to the Sharks. 43-38, they prevail in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Don't forget, though, folks, in 25 minutes, we are looking forward to the NZNBL clash between the same 2 teams. Rob Lowe is back for the Tuatara. One of the best players in the Australian NBL, Davo Hickey, plays his first game for the Auckland Tuatara tonight. How are they going to go against the likes of Caleb Asprey, Alonzo Burton, Josiah Elliott, and Keelan Boone? We'll find out at 7:30. We hope you can join us then live on Sky Sport. Ceiling, and it had some message on it, and the ball, they just stole the ball. Brilliant, eh?
What a prank.
Yeah. And there was this long delay. Yes, kia ora everybody. Thank you for joining us here live on Sky Sport on your Friday night. It's round 4 of the NZNBL for 2025, and the Auckland Tuatara are at ILT Stadium in Southland and Invercargill against the home team, the Southland Sharks. Looking forward to this clash. Both teams looking to crank start their seasons after slow starts. Glenn Lama here with Crystal Ledger Walker, former Tall Ferns player. Of course, Crystal, these teams have both won just the once in their 4 games. So fascinating to see the mixandpick.com, the Tuatara heavily favoured. You surprised by that?
I'm not surprised by it if you've heard the news and you know who has arrived on New Zealand soil. The Tuatara are restocked, they've added some pieces, they're looking good this game. But the Sharks, you're right, they're looking for their first home win in the Shark Tank, coming off a really tight one versus the Jets.
Indeed, just 29% though going for the Sharks to win this match. Tuatara taking the rest of the percentage points. No sign of either of these two teams in the top 6 at the moment, which the Rams, of course, coming off that magnificent win over Taranaki. Boy, they put on a basketball clinic in that game. Haven't the Phi made a fantastic start to the season? I guess from here, can they keep it going? That is the question. And there are the Tuatara and the Sharks in 9th and 10th respectively, and they really need the win, both teams, but of course only one can get there to keep in touch with the teams above them.
Yeah, interesting to see how this game goes tonight. Obviously, the Sharks have had a solid core. They've stayed together. We'll see if they've made some improvements from the last game, but the Tuatara adding those pieces, what will they look like? Yes,
we'll tell you those pieces in just a moment. Double header coming up tomorrow as round 4 continues. Nelson and Phi, the home teams. And then on Sunday, we're in Dunedin as the Tuatara complete their southern swing, and the Jets back at Palmerston North. Oh, that's always a grudge match, isn't it, against the Wellington Saints. That one tipping off at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Let's have a look at the starting 5s now, and we're talking about those jigsaw puzzle pieces, and there is one right there. Davo Hickey, number 6, one of the stars of the Australian National Basketball League this year. What a season he had for the Illawarra Hawks. 21 points per game in the final series, 10 rebounds and 8 assists. Boy, what a wonderful season, conclusion of the season he had. He's complimented today by Pride Tuach Low, who plays his second game, and of course Tall Black Tom Vodanovic. Let's hear now from Davo Hickey on game number 1 in New Zealand.
Well, Davo, welcome to the New Zealand League. You better start by talking us through how you celebrate an Australian NBL victory with the Hawks.
With my teammates, and pretty long one. It was a pretty long celebration for sure.
And an amazing final series, mate. I mean, talk us through that as an experience as a player.
Oh, that's one of the things you'll probably keep in your memories for the rest of your life. You know, just the series on a whole, down to losing a lot of guys, backs against the walls, doing what we did down in Melbourne, and then coming home to finish it off like that. It was It was a tough one because it was against obviously Rob Lowe, who I knew I was coming to play with, but that's part of the sport, right? Always going to be a winner and a loser. But it was just a once-in-a-lifetime experience, man, on top of the world, for sure.
Yeah, mate, it was great to watch. So let's talk about the Tuatara, and you've obviously just checked in. I mean, what's your expectations, one for tonight and then the season ahead here in New Zealand?
1-4 tonight. What do you mean by that?
4 tonight.
Oh, 4 tonight. Yeah, no. I mean, hey, man, I feel like we're going to be a quick-paced, fast team, good defence, come out with a dub.
Good luck, mate. Great to have you here.
Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, Davo Hickey, of course, Matthew Dellavedova was named the finals MVP in that series and famously walked straight over to Davo Hickey and gave him the trophy. Went to the microphone and said, Davo, that's yours. So that was a really cool moment from Dellavedova. Let's check out the Southland Sharks starting 5. Alonzo Burt, Caleb Asbury, Sione Helu is there again, Josiah Alec, the Energizer Bunny, and Keelan Boone, who we're going to hear from now.
Well, Keelan, she was a tough one last week, right on the home court, losing that game to the Jets. How's the team bounced back this week?
Everybody's feeling good. Just a good work and practice, get the spirits back, and get to play in this good atmosphere. So we're excited.
And this Tuatara team, man, they're a different side to what we've probably seen in the first 3 weeks of the competition, right?
Yeah, no, they're a great team. They're a great team. They're adjusting. They're getting all their keys players in. So it'd be a good matchup. It's good that we get to see them at their best.
Talk us through your New Zealand experience so far. How are you enjoying it?
It's amazing, man. New Zealand is a great country, man. I'm trying to get my family to come up here and just take a look at it, but I like it. It's been a great experience, and I'm low-key, I'm excited that I still got quite some time here, like 3 months, almost 4, so like I'm still excited about that.
Yeah, we're excited to see you go, mate. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, Keelan Boone from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Educated out in Nevada and in Oregon as well. Now let's check out the head-to-heads here. And of course that third one down, Hickey Alec, that's going to be an interesting clash. But points in the paint, good for Southland, but field goal attempts for free throw attempts there. They're just not getting to the foul line enough, are they, the Southland team?
Yeah, they're not, but I want to go back to that points in the paint. I anticipate that's going to change tonight with the addition of Rob Lowe coming back into that mix. They're big inside. I'm really interested to see how Alec goes against that size, what he looks like coming up against legitimate big men with the size to match. So, yeah, definitely excited to see how this one unfolds tonight.
And what about Hickey? I mean, he's just come off a magnificent series win. One more piece of the puzzle to come for the Tuatara and Dan Fortu. Not quite sure when he's going to come here from Japan, but Hickey is such a cool, I guess, sign to see him come over and play in this league.
Yeah, my gosh, he was arguably, you said it, MVP of that final series, one of the best Australians that you could possibly get over in our league. I'm really excited to see how he fits into this Tuatara squad. They have struggled early in the season, but I'm guessing he's going to plug a lot of that holes, and it is scary that they still have Dan Fortu to come as well.
Yeah, look out. Well, it's going to be an interesting situation when Fortu comes in. Of course, a couple of others are up in Japan as well. Speaking of players, Sam Timmins, of course, coming into the Southland team at some stage as well. Sampan, Corey Hogrick and Ashley are the officials for this game this evening. As Southland get set for a tip-off. They did win the rapidly game between these two a short time ago, 43-38. That was their first win of the season over the Tuatara. Really good win for them. So let's see if that might be an indicator for Jonathan Yim's team to get them over the line against the Tuatara. It's going to take a big effort. If Hickey plays anywhere near what we saw in the final series, Tuatara and Hickey in particular going to be hard to retain. All over this, in the season, Hickey finished with 15 points per game across all 37 appearances for the Illawarra Hawks, 5 rebounds and 4 assists, but he just exploded in that final series.
Yeah, and he is just so skilled and does it in multiple different ways. Works so hard on both sides of the floor. He is a big point guard. He will move the ball around for this Tuatara squad. I know they've been waiting for him. Players like Tommy Vidanovic have been waiting for him. His numbers have been down to start this season, but I imagine they'll come back up with a very experienced point guard. And look at those Sharks.
Yeah. Shark Tank for a reason.
They even have like the jerseys, the same material. Those are some well put together outfits.
They are. Hopefully you're not too hot, although, you know, you've been, I don't know, you've been in this gym. Can be a little chilly in there. A good family atmosphere nonetheless here at ILT Stadium. Even if some of those spectators are not particularly interested in the start of this match.
No, it's great. You can send the kids over there, lock in on the game, watch some great basketball. Got something for everyone. Look, must have face paint going.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Proud as punch. She is. So here we go. See, Tuatara against the Sharks. Round 4 of the Cells NBL. And it's going to be Alec to win the tip. Here's Asbury. Let's see if Southland can get going early here. Asbury again. Here's Boone for 3 to kick things off for the Sharks. Not to be, but Alec, he talked about his energy and his enthusiasm. It's going to be Southland get over the line here. He's going to need all of that right through this match.
He's ready for it. He's a guy that has a winner's mentality. You could see it when he was ready at the jump. His eyes were lit up. He's excited for this matchup. Boone spoke about it. They're excited to get the Tuatara at their best.
Here's Asbury flicking it back to Boone. Boone driving this time and hunting for his own rebound. Can't get it. And here's Hickey. Vidanovic. Pride over to Tommy D. Nice no-looker over to Lowe, and that's been taken away by Boone. And now Asbury again. Because Asbury was here last year in New Zealand too. Often you see imports backing up 2 years in a row from the US. Hickey's got the rebound, and look, he's off to the races. Davo Hickey. Oh, yes. Not a bad basket to start off your New Zealand campaign there from Davo Hickey.
And looked too easy for him in transition. Nobody picked him up. Went past a lot of orange jerseys all the way to the rim. And getting familiar with that Chemist Warehouse free throw line already.
So Hickey straight into work. He has the first 3 points of the game. Tuatara up by 3. There's Alec looking to go around low and getting around him nicely.
I like that take. He has the speed on Rob Lowe. Catches him off guard. But gets called for the foul on the other end.
He can't get into foul trouble, can he? Joshua Alec. He's nice around low here.
Yeah, look at this change of pace. Not scared to take the big man on one-on-one.
Gave up the foul though on Hickey. As he was tracking backwards. There's Hickey faking a 3 and finishing it off in style again.
Welcome to New Zealand. 2 quick buckets.
Brilliant. 5-2 it is, and it's been turned over. Here comes Pride. Nice pass into Hickey. Not fouled, still gets the ball back, and he's going to go to the three-point line, or Chemist Warehouse strike for a three-point play again. Brilliant. It's the Hickey show.
Check it out on replay. Look at him staying with this. Well, sorry, we're going back to his dunk. Too easy, got Boone in the air, blew by.
Well, it's Davo Hickey 9, and it's the Sharks 2.
Yeah, scary for the Sharks right now. They need to get a bucket. They need to clean this defense up, otherwise a timeout needs to be put in.
Here come the Sharks. been posting up on Hickey and getting the better of him on that occasion. Here's Hickey again. Can he be stopped? Vodanovic. Asbury picks up the ball, and is it a little foul, or has he been taking? He's been called for taking steps there, has he? Caleb Asbury.
Caleb Asbury, one of the best defenders in this league, leads the league in steals. Very long, very active around the ball.
There's a quick three from Lowe, and Auckland continue to look hot in this game early. First points coming someone else other than Hickey. Now Lowe gives up a foul at the other end. That matchup there is already a spicy one between those two.
Yeah, I was interested to see how Josiah Alec goes against the big man, but we see him take him off the bounce, get him up in the air, and draw some fouls. That's the way to get at Rob Lowe.
First personal foul for Lowe. There they are. They were rivals there. You can just see on the key there. They were rivals just a couple of weeks ago for the Australian National Basketball League title, and now they're teammates here in New Zealand.
Hey, Rob Lowe will be happy.
Yeah. It's dynamic in this sport, isn't it? Some free throws from the Chemist Warehouse strike drop for the Sharks. Hickey already on 8 points and 2 rebounds and a block. There's Lowe. It's come off one of the Southland players, Helu. Rob Lowe, old warhorse. Back to Vodanovic. There's Hickey again for 3. Short this time. Vodanovic picks up the loose ball. Works away nicely there. Ooh, flicked away by Alec. That was a nice play from him. There goes Alec for 3, and he buries it.
Alec doing great things for the Sharks right now, getting it done inside. Also stretching to the 3. Didn't know he had that shot in his bag.
Yeah, nice job. He'll be going at 20% from the line this season. Nice ball rotation. Back to Tuatara. Can't get his first 2 points of the game. There's Hickey again. What is Hickey not doing in this game? Nothing.
He's doing it all. He is a difference maker. He's brought the energy. You can tell he's lifted this whole Tuatara squad.
Asbury. That's a nice jumper from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And it's back to a 2-point game. Southland hanging tough in this one. There's Pride for 3. Just a touch long. Doing with the rebound. Here comes Helu. When it's played, it's a 2-point ball game. There's Alonzo Burton feeding Alec. I'll get the layup to fall, and now here comes Hickey picking up the loose ball. Here's Vodanovic. Steps back for a 3-point attempt and nails his first win of the game.
Telling you, Tom Vodanovic, when he has a great point guard around him, his percentages increase.
We've got a technical foul off the ball here. We'll see if we can try and pick it up. Here's Vodanovic. Yeah, took that first step back. He was never not going to put up a 3. So there's Jonathan Yim, first year coaching the Sharks, the American. Charles Pride is at the line now. It's the Chemist first foul to fall. Well, that one rather than a technical foul from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. I'll just tell you, try and what transpired there. Auckland stretched their lead to 6. Must have been words. First thing to assume. Crystal, what do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely something off the ball, obviously, but the refs make adjustments and they want to tidy, you know, all those little things up. So no surprise, call it early, keep this game clean.
Well, went on the coach, Jonathan Yim, that technical foul. Here's Alec for a three, and he gets his second straight of the game. Those baskets from Alec, keeping the Sharks tight. Here's Lowe, going to work on Alec, kicking it out to Vidanovic again, and Vidanovic is heating up.
He is. We know he's a shooter. Got to find him now. But I like Alec on Rob Lowe right here. Let's see what he does.
Boone for three. Oh, these threes just can't stop falling from both teams.
Good response, but Hickey.
Exciting start to this quarter. Alec. Away on Vidanovic. Now, there's the basket from Cooper to fall for the former Tuatara, playing against some former teammates tonight. His pride. Low over to Vidanovic for three again. That's three in a row for Tommy D.
Cut it out. He is heated up right now.
Tommy D on 3-pointers, on 9 points already. Short from Asbury, but Alec, fantastic offensive rebound. Now Cooper, back to Alec. Here's Cooper for three this time, and he drops his first of the game.
You know, second attempt of the game. Great look, great kick out from Alec, drawing a lot of attention right now.
Tuatara 3 from 6 with all 3-pointers from Vidanovic, and it's 4 from 6 for Southland. Impressive shooting, outside shooting for both teams.
Impressive that in the first 5 minutes of play, Davo Hickey is already at 10 points.
Yeah, and 4 rebounds. Here's Alec. He's out of the game for the meantime as Southland lose possession. Alec. It's like some other commentators as well. Enjoying watching him play in New Zealand. Texan. He's Wiley, who's out there now. Josh Wiley. Vidanovic for another three. He's away this time. Oh, Southland have thrown the ball away. That's unfortunate.
And that's Nick Barrow also making his presence known on the offensive rebound. Made the Southland Sharks feel like they had to chase that ball, caused that turnover.
And Glennon in his first year of coaching as well. Barrow. Vidanovic. Up to Tuach. Got those long arms going. Like some showtime wasn't far away from that play. It was a nice basket. And Tuach, that's his first field goal of the game.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Tuach, the Tuatara's leading scorer, leading assist, and leading rebounder to this point.
Just conceded a foul there on Tuhaka Cooper. Tuach, he's what, at 21 points per game? Yeah.
Yep, he is a triple threat for this Tuatara squad. Leading the way in all categories.
So here's Cooper at the free throw line, the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's a 75% free throw shooter. Southland haven't been in front in this game at all so far, but they've been there or thereabouts.
Yeah, they're right in this game, and they'll need to hang around. We know this Tuatara squad can light it up. But this Southland team, they've come out today, they came on that rapidly, first of all, worked their butts off, came out with the win, looking to repeat it here.
Clutch. Tightly by Alec. Shot clock down to single numbers now. Here's Josh Wiley. Wilkie from the corner. Wilkie with another three-pointer. 8-point lead. This is the biggest of the ball game so far. Sharks can get going here. Helu Back to Alec. Cooper. Tried to bank it in, but no good. Comes Josh Wiley again. Barrow. There's Wilkie. Space there for Wilkie. Can't nail the jumper though. To Arch for three. He's off target. Picked up by Keelan Boone. Elu. Lane opens up a touch. Boone can't nail the long range. That's a good offensive rebound taken for Southland. Here's Elu. Nice pass. Arlett with the slammer.
Beautiful pass from Helu. Off his ball fakes, as soon as he catches, giving a little fake, getting that defense out of rotation. Beautiful way to get himself deep into the lane. Check it out on replay.
It's a good offensive rebound by Ledger as well. As Alec helps himself to his 10th point already, shooting at 75%. He's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Here's another one. Wow, he's going fantastically well. Look at the space there for that three-point attempt coming in there. And Hickey was off target this time. Strangely off target.
It's the jet lag. Do you get jet lag from Australia? Probably not, but let's play.
Only if I leave here really early in the morning. Here is Alec. Elu gets his first appearance. Yeah, I hate those early morning flights over Australia. Not good for the body.
Right, stay here.
Or just catch a later flight. Here's Hickey again. Nicely gathered there by Wilkie, but it's almost lost by Auckland. It has been, in fact. Asbury's got it.
No surprise. Quick hands, Asbury.
This time he's getting 4 steals a game through the first 4 games. Boom! Doesn't get the roll, and it's been picked up by Hickey. That's Pride, in fact. Tries to work off Barrow. Now, Barrow nailed several of those in the Rapid League game, but look who tidied up. Hickey's just got this knack of being in the right spot at the right time.
He does, and we're almost at the end of the first quarter. He's had his hands all over this ball game. You need to find where he is, put a body on him. He does not need any extra touches.
He's got 12 points already. There's Davo Hickey. Sloppy little foul conceded mid-court there, though, by the Tuatara. Quite sure what the confusion's about, though. Whatever it was, it's been sorted out. Joint leading scorer of the game. As he settles it down for what he hopes will be the last shot of this first quarter. So a 3-second differential though. The Tuatara happy let that time go down. Foul. That's Alec at his best, isn't it?
He just works so hard, and look, that is not looking great for Alec. Not sure if it's a blood nose or what, but that looked like a hard hit.
That's a lot of blood that's coming straight away there for Alec.
If there's one thing I should never hear in the same sentence, that's Soft and Alec. He plays hard every single game, works his butt off.
Well, let's hope that's not the end of him, Crystal, because Southland need him more than anyone just about in their team.
Yeah, he was doing it all, and let's not forget Sam Timmins is still to come in for the Shark squad. So while he's out, Josiah Alec is putting in overtime inside that paint.
Let's see what the officials are going to do here. Unsportsmanlike foul's been called on number 14, I think, that I picked that up. The Tuatara, that's Rob Lowe.
And sometimes you have to make those, I know around the head, you know, they elevate those calls.
So Cam Glennon just getting an explanation now, but you saw the 3 officials having a good old korero about it. So Alonzo Burton is going to take the free throws here. In fact, or not now. So interesting situation unfolding here. With 5.8 left in this first quarter. Hey, here comes Alec coming back on court.
I told you, tough.
Now that nose is completely covered by that plaster.
It is some tape
Jeepers.
job.
Here's Alonzo Burton with his first points of the game. He's had a quiet start to the game. He's another that needs to get going for the Sharks. But the Sharks will still have possession. And if they can make this count here, Crystal, 5.8 to play. Won't be lost here for the home team. There's Boone. Boone, the lane opens up and Boone takes advantage. Now Hickey got it away just in time, but it's not going to fall. But here is that play again for Boone. Nice finish to the quarter. Rolled it in beautifully there to keep the Sharks close at the end of the first quarter. It is 30-27. Quarter time here in Invercargill. It is the Tuatara up by 3, 30-27. High score in the first quarter. Hickey leading the way for Tuatara in his first game with 12 points. And it's 12 points to Josiah Alec as well. Now there's the large cheese pizza for $25.99, just $26. And it is, just scan that QR code, folks, and get into it. That offer valid until next Tuesday. Alec not going to start this second quarter. So just gone to the locker room, maybe to just get a proper patch-up job on that.
We hope it's just hard hit. That was a big take, but he got right back up. And it's impressive to see an import with that kind of, drive for the Sharks, as we see Vidanovic off for a 3.
Tuatara picks up the loose ball. Yeah, Alec getting that nose job taped up. He's hoping his nose isn't broken. It's come off Barrow, and now Hickey creates space in the corner. Ooh, can't nail the 3. Burton did just enough to get Southland the ball. Here they come, the Sharks. Helu, it is in possession. Collier out there now. He's come on. 4. Alec, and it's come back off court. Off of Vidanovic. What's happened to Boone here? Rolled his ankle there, did he? Just come over awkwardly slightly on his ankle, but there we go. He's all right. Asbury to inbound it. Asbury trying to work off Collier. Gets the mid-range jumper to drop right on the buzzer as well.
Great court awareness by Asbury to get that off just in time. Got to his spot. And 1-point ball game.
Tuatara, yeah, it's the closest it's been for a while. Here's Vidanovic. There's a foul. Just need to see whether that's gone on Asbury or Boone.
Tough for the Sharks either way. They're both sitting on 1, so pretty sure Boone has gone up to 2 personal fouls. Something to watch out for.
Lowe's another one on 2 fouls, so he's not on court at the moment. Now Hickey, he's lost it. Good job by Southland to scramble it. There's Burton.
Boone had a few tips just from his length.
Asbury, nice fake there. Almost close to nailing that 3, taken by Pride, and here comes the Tuatara again. Hickey, Tuatara. Fouled by Helu. It's going to be his first foul in the game. Southland never been on front in this game. The biggest lead for the Tuatara has been 8. It's great outside shooting from both teams. There's already been 9 3-pointers in the game.
Some great shooters out on court. A lot of big men that can stretch the floor for both teams.
Pride with a little one-handed floater. That was nice. And he has 3 in the game. Getting an earlier free throw. Lead is back to 3. Williams. Wants to work off Collier. Too much traffic though. Here's Collier. Hickey. Hickey. Burton's got it for Southland. Now Burton might fancy his chances here. Ooh, boom. Good defense by Vidanovic.
Yeah, a lot of play on from the refs right now.
Okay, that's a good pass. And it's going to be Nick Barrow who's fouled.
Nick Barrow does such a great job of playing his role, runs the floor really hard, rim to rim, and when he's not in front of the ball or going to beat the ball, he sets a great drag screen. Great role player for Tuatara.
This is his 15th year in the NZNBL, Nick Barrow.
No wonder he's been in the league so long when you do the basics well.
Barrow gets the first from the Chemist Warehouse strike. We're getting 15 minutes a game this season for the Tuatara, 3 points per game. He's just going to have to settle for 1 from the Chemist Warehouse strike on that visit. No sign of Alec back into the game just yet. Misses the 3-pointer and Pride comes away with it. Wilkie just took steps there. Hickey doesn't get that one to fall, but it's fouled.
And look how passionate he plays. Upset he didn't make that. But his long steps, getting himself deep into the paint. Check it out on replay. Wilkie finding him. Long euro. What a start to his NZNBL career.
Alec is back on. Just saw a flash of those wonderful
luscious
locks.
hair,
Yes.
right? Can't mistake him.
Definitely got a shot of him front on to see what sort of job the medical staff have done. Now this is Dave O'Hickey at the line. He's up to 14 points from the Chemist Warehouse strike. That lead back to 6. Hope you're enjoying the coverage of this round 4 NZNBL clash. And the Tuatara and the Sharks. Both teams with a 1-3 record this season. Nice. Unfortunately, not dropping there for the Sharks. From number 14. It's So Cooper, and there's 2 more for the Tuatara. Southland just got to watch this. Lee just stretching again, Crystal.
Hickey, non-stop work ethic, constantly getting to the rim.
Burton. Here is Alec. Hesitant on this play, Helu. And that's kept in the court brilliantly there by Tom Vodanovic. And here comes Hickey again. And Hickey getting another foul out of Alec this time, and Hickey's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 more free throws.
Well, that's tough if you got hit on the shin.
It's not pleasant. Nonetheless, we're going to see a timeout call with the Tuatara up by 8 points. Nice little run for them at the moment with 5. Alec has 12 points for the Sharks. And 16 already for Davo Hickey. Shooting the ball at 54%. He's 4 from 4 from the line. He's got 5 rebounds. Has turned it over a couple of times, Crystal, but the way he plays, that's no surprise.
Well, good to know he's human, because we all do it. But yeah, what a start for Hickey.
It's going to be all right. Just got that knock to the shin. Probably not a bad idea for Cam Glidden there to call a timeout, just to cool the engines, just a touch, and just give Hickey that, I don't know, 90 more seconds of time to recover.
Yeah, it's exciting to see these teams really come to fruition, see all the pieces coming into play at their best. It's exciting to see what the head coaches and the GMs of the league were thinking when they were putting these teams together.
Well, the medical staff have done a great job there on Josiah Alec. There's some serious amount of blood coming off out of his nose after that collision with Rob Lowe. Here's Hickey at the Chemist Warehouse stripe again. There's his first miss from the line this evening.
Man, what a noise to have going while you're shooting free throws.
Didn't work that time.
You've got the shark, the jaw noises on one side, the rooster noises on the other. They're getting in your head down there in Invercargill.
Helu. Hickey's got 17 and we're still 6 minutes out from half time. Cooper. Burton for the Sharks. Shot clock down to 4. Here's Alec. Working away on Barrow. And no luck for Alec. Lowe picks up the rebound. See Barrow and Lowe out there at the same time as Hickey gives it to Lowe. Lowe's got that beautiful outside shot for a big man.
And once again started by Nick Barrow setting that screen. He didn't get either of them open, but he forced the switch, which forced that defense to second guess and collapse.
11-0 run now for the Tuatara as they stretch the lead to 12. And it's going to stay that way, is it? Nice job by Helu to pick up the loose ball. Oh, and then he throws it away, and oh no, here comes Hickey again. Hickey can't lay it in this time. Alec picks up the loose ball. Lucky escape there for the Sharks. Here comes Boone. Going to get a foul out of Barrow, but he doesn't get one. He gets the 2 points instead, and that stops that 11-point scoring run.
Yeah, the Sharks needed that.
Hickey in the low. He's going to post up here on Burton. Hickey. He's never going to miss that one.
No, and that's the second time he's got Boone on that up fake. Very slow, just blowing by his defenders. The Sharks going to do a better job of staying in front.
Oh, it's stolen by Pride. Sharks have got a treasure possession better than that. Pride working off Barrow. Away with that one.
Good contest from Alec to switch out hard on that shot.
Southland, that's a lovely spin move from Tuhaka Cooper. Reckons he was fouled as well, but there was no call by referee Sampan.
Beautiful setup from him, knowing that lane was open. Got him with the spin, pride for 3.
Rebound by Keelan Boone. There's a three-pointer coming in. It's been blocked though by Hickey.
No easy buckets around him. They're going to be given up.
Check this out here from Cooper. This was nice. He's a former Tuatara player, of course. And he's got 5 points off the bench here for the Sharks. There's a timeout's called on the floor again with the margin 10 at the moment in favour of Auckland. Hickey with 19 points. Kadanovic with 9, all of them three-pointers. Rob Lowe with 6. It's quietish in his first game, Rob Lowe, 14 points, 6 rebounds. It's okay.
Rob Lowe's one of those players that's going to do just enough to get the win. He knows his job, he knows how to win, he knows how to turn it on, how to cruise when he wants. He's just getting warmed up.
He knows exactly how to get the job done. Jonathan Yim down there in the middle of that huddle for the Southland Sharks. Great to have him out here coaching. He's had some experience in NBA teams too. In the G League, Trailblazers, Clippers, Lakers, Hornets. It's really cool to see someone his caliber out here coaching in New Zealand. Scan that QR code, folks. Get the large cheese pizza. That's where our producer is just heading to now. I think he ordered his a little earlier. Scan the QR code. That is valid until next Tuesday, folks. Cooper with the inbound pass here for the Sharks. Alec boosting up here on Barrow. Too much, almost pinched it. Now Burton for 3. Onto Burton. He gets some more baskets to drop. He's only got the 1 point in the game so far from the line. So no field goals. He's open 3. He only put up 3 shots in the game. No, beautiful pass to Tuach, who finishes off.
Great play, great setup by the Tuatara. Tuach getting up high.
Alec. Good double defenses. Lowe came in and blocked the space and it's been turned over.
2 very big, strong bodies meeting Alec on that drive. Let's watch this play again. See that back screen from none other than Nick Barrow for Tuach to go and get it.
Tuach has 4 points now. It's quite the combination, isn't it? A hard hat and a shark.
You know what's missing on that table, though? Some Sal's pizza. They obviously didn't get that QR code.
Well, Southland are down by 12. Maybe they might need to put their hard hats on and go to work now. This deficit is as big as it's been in the game.
Yeah, massive having Josiah Alec out with that injury. He's come back in. He's kind of lost some of his edge, not as hot as he was or as he started the game. He'll need to get going again.
Yeah, and I think the Tuatara have made some defensive adjustments on him too, Krista. What do you think?
Yeah, they have. We've seen him getting doubled. He's drawing a lot of attention now. They need shooters like Burton, Cooper, Asbury to start knocking it down from outside.
Yeah, especially Burton, as touched on. He's only had 3 shots in the game. He hasn't nailed one yet. It's unlike Alonzo Burton.
Yeah, he's shooting that 3 ball at 48% or just over.
Yeah.
So we know he can do it. We know he can knock it down. He's been doing it for seasons.
Yeah, he's averaging 15 points per game for the Sharks. You want to get cracking pretty soon in this one, especially with that margin. Here's Lowe, turnaround 3-pointer. There's a wave, but Tuach, I think, has got the foul over the back there. A little unlucky there, Tuach.
And good defense for the most part of that possession from the Sharks, staying tight to their player, making it hard for them to come off those screens. Rob Lowe, obviously with the length, still able to get that shot away. Need to close that space, but for the most part, defense is looking better for the Sharks.
Here comes Boone. 9 points, make that 12.
His 4th 3 of the game.
He's going great, isn't he? Here's Tuach. finish from Tuatara was very athletic there. Back in front by 11. Boone starting to feel it. Rebound by Rob Lowe. Here comes Wiley. It's Josh Wiley. Lowe giving it over to Wilkie. Can't nail the three. Burton's got it.
Good read from Wilkie there, just to step back, get a wide open shot.
Nice fake. It's Boone. Did they foul all that to fall? Here comes Josh Wiley again. Wiley, it's an 18-year-old doing it there against a seasoned professional in Caleb Asbury.
Yeah, Asbury, a tough defender. We've spoken about it. Leads the league in steals. Wiley not scared. Gives him some contact.
It's Wiley's first 2 points of the ball game. Southland gone cold, haven't they? Another miss there. And here comes Wiley again. Low. Southland desperately need to stop here. Barrow. Stripped out of his hands. It's going to be Southland ball.
Good hands from Tukaha Cooper. His former teammate knows exactly where Nick Barrow's shooting spots are. Gets his hands there.
Bad news, folks, for the Sharks. David Hickey's back on the court with 19 points. With a minute 20 left in this half. Cooper. Marlin desperately need a basket. Do Southland Asbury. Here's Boone. Can an outside shot is all they can muster, but the offensive rebound taken by Cooper, and there's the foul by Pride.
And that's what they need more of, some second chance looks at the basket, getting offensive rebounds, re-attacking while that defense isn't set. Tukaha Cooper doing a great job of keeping his head up and being aggressive getting to the rim.
Well, if Cooper can nail these free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe here, there we go. That ends a 2-minute period where the Sharks haven't scored. Tukaha Cooper contributing well off the bench here for the Sharks. He's up to 6 points. Stay 6. Pride gets it. Now Hickey.
He didn't get it, but hope he saw Alec working hard as we see Hickey on the kick out.
Oh, lovely three there from Dylan Wilkie.
That is some vision to see your teammate lift from behind you and go behind your head and still be able to make that pass. Impressive.
15-point game now for the Tuatara. Burton. And Burton is fouled going for that. Still can't get the three-point play though. The Southland Sharks.
Now look at this pass. Eyes in the back of his head. Wilkie makes no mistake, knocks it down, the shooter.
Hickey enjoyed that as much as any of his baskets in the game. Those drives are so effective to the hoop, aren't they, Crystal?
Doesn't he do such a great job of getting his feet deep in the paint, drawing, collapsing that defense, finding his open teammate.
At the Chemist Warehouse stripe. 2 out of 2 from that visit. To 14. Margin. Another timeout called here by, that time by Jonathan Yip. 14-point games really got away from them in the second half. Remember, it was tight at halftime. It was only 3-point games, so the Tuatara really kicked clear in this second quarter. And they've tightened up defensively. Southland scored 27 points in the first quarter, only 12 so far in the second, Crystal.
Yeah, and Josiah Alec has been scoreless this quarter. He exploded for 12 in that first, so that is the difference right there. But interesting that the Sharks called this timeout. We know that they have the BNZ player timeouts. They're able to use those, but obviously Jonathan Yim wants to speak to his team, get control of these last few possessions and control the momentum going into halftime.
Not only that, I think at this Does get some points. Gee, it's 31 seconds left for Southland. He's put up 15 shots in the game now in this first half. Shooting at 33%. Let's see what the Sharks can do here, or the Tuatara can do. Try to inbound it. It's low. Back to Hickey. And Hickey ends half as he started it with another dominant play. And did he let the shot clock wind down to 8? Slow sets in the screen now. Hickey. 2 more for Davo Hickey.
He is just carving up this defense, taking whatever he wants. Look at him, slow the play down, go at his own pace. 1, 2 big steps, makes the right read over Josiah Alec. Easy 2 for him.
21 in the first half for Hickey.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Jonathan Yim and his coaches there have got some work to do. Connor Cole and John Old. Now 8.8 left in this first half. Oh, Southland have lost it. Pride, and it's Hickey again. Southland the prayer from halfway. It's away. And the Auckland Tuatara, massive lead for them at halftime with a dominant second quarter. And what about Hickey in the first half? 23 points. 5 rebounds and 2 assists and a block for the Australian star. And it is the Tuatara 56, the Sharks 39 at halftime. Well, it's half-time here in Southland and Invercargill, and it's the Auckland Tuatara up 56-39 over the Southland Sharks. They outscored the Sharks 26-12 in that quarter. And here are the Chemist Warehouse stats, and look at Davo Hickey, 23 in his first half of basketball in New Zealand.
Right, introducing himself to New Zealand in style. 23 points is ridiculous, and he has looked unstoppable. And yes, he has had a sub. So he has had a break. He's still been able to put up those numbers. He has been unstoppable in this first half. But Boone also shooting the lights out. Josiah Alec getting all 12 of those points in the first quarter. Went out with that head knock with some blood on his nose, we're assuming, and hasn't scored since. So hopefully they can reset at halftime, because yeah, this Tuatara squad is looking dangerous. Tom Vodanovic with 9, lighting it up from three-point land. Rebounds, Pride, the guard, doing it on the work inside. 8 rebounds for him. Boone and Alec really controlling the glass for the Sharks, but there his name is again, Will Hickey. 5 rebounds for him.
Yeah, and he's also picked up a couple assists, so we'll see him in that statistical category as well. And Rob Lowe, though, not scoring so heavily, but for the Tuatara, he doesn't need to at the moment. Hickey's so hot.
Yeah, and we saw him with those 2 fouls, so he got a little bit less aggressive, but we spoke about it. Rob Lowe does Rob Lowe things, shows up when they need him to, and controls the game in other ways when he is here cruising.
Exactly. Vodanovic probably in that category as well in this game as well. He had a quiet second quarter, but all 9 of his points came in the first quarter. What about Pride there? He hasn't scored heavily, but we saw those 8 rebounds, now 3 steals as well in the first half. Great performance from him off the ball.
Yeah, and we saw him get that one late in that that first half with that steal off the inbounds. Those little things the Sharks need to tidy up if they want to tighten this game up.
Yeah, it's been a slow start to the season for the Tuatara for sure, but with Hickey and Lowe in their lineup now, they look a menacing beast, do the Auckland Tuatara. They're up by 17.5, the second half coming up next. second half is about to start here at ILT Stadium in Invercargill rather. Here we are, it's the Southland Sharks 39-56. The Sharks are shooting the ball at 37% and Tuatara exactly 50. So a big difference there. 42 shots Tuatara have made and Southland 37, so not too much difference there. But in particular, Southland went a little cold towards the end of that second quarter, which really allowed the Tuatara to kick clear. And you're right, Josiah Alec, after that knock to the nose, which was an unsportsmanlike foul against Rob Lowe, he hasn't been the same player since. It's going to be critical for him to get back into the contest now. If Southland want to have any chance of narrowing this gap, Crystal, it's got to get going again.
Yeah, absolutely, and they have to do it in this third. They need to stay around the Tuatara. They can't let them blow this lead out too far, otherwise that job's going to get a lot harder. But yeah, if they can get some stops, if they can get this game a little bit closer in this third quarter, it'll bode well for them in that fourth.
Oh, tough job for Cam Glidden in his first coaching stint. Of course, he just retired as a player last year. Had the pleasure of him sitting in that very chair that you're in right now, Crystal, on a few occasions last year commentating some games. Cam Glidden, and can tell you folks, the loveliest guy. So really neat to see him staying in New Zealand after his Breakers career concluded and is now head coaching the Tuatara. And he'll be learning a lot about himself and how to be a coach now. It's all a big learning experience for coaches in their first year or two.
Yeah, exciting to see what he does with this Tuatara squad, and also a different dynamic playing with these guys last year, feeling the emotions of coming just short in that final series and, you know, losing. He'll want to take this team one step further this year. Can he do it with this new roster he has with the likes of Hickey now in his lineup?
There is Cam Glidden, 35 years of age, from Perth. Played for Australia, played over 300 Australian National Basketball League games for 4 teams, the Taipans, the Bullets, the Phoenix, and concluded his career at the Breakers. And of course, he played for the Canterbury Rams in 2019 and just finished a 2-year stint last year as a player at the Auckland Tuatara. He'll be feeling much more happier about life now that Lowe and Hickey are in his lineup, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And knowing that he still has someone like Dan Fotu coming in, what a scary squad to go up against when this Tuatara squad is at full strength.
They are primed to make a bit of a surge up the table, aren't they? As we said earlier, they are coming into this game in 9th place on the ladder out of the 12 teams. Keep all these players on the court, surely they won't drop lower than that. Third quarter underway here in Invercargill. Here's Caleb Asprey for the Southland Sharks. Burton just missing the 3. And here's Hickey with another rebound. Early ball this time into Lowe. Tuatara fortunate to keep possession there for Pride. Tuach double teamed immediately. That leaves Lowe open for the 3. Doesn't make them pay. Asprey tidies up. Here's Helu flicking it over for Burton. Burton with his first 3 of the game.
That's a great look from the Sharks. They need to do that a little bit more often. Push the pace before that Tuatara defense is set. Get some easy ones in transition.
Bogdanovic way off target that time, and Burton has it taken from behind by Pride. That's another steal from him. That's his 4th of the game. Here's Hickey with another rebound. Tuach, look at the space for his 3-point attempt, and he doesn't miss it.
And we forget he was the leading scorer of this Tuatara squad coming into today. He can light it up from deep.
Tuach has 9 in the game. Here's Alec. Boom. Now the mid-ranger. And here's Hickey with another board. Here he is. And he's passed it to Mr. Invisible, who let it go out of bounds.
Let's see if the Sharks can capitalize on that turnover.
17, which is where it was at half-time. That's a poor pass from the Sharks.
And that's a coach killer, forcing that. Tuatara doing a great job of showing in the passing lane.
Here's Hickey. Corner's missed by Pride, and there's Alec with the rebound. Burton, nice pass. Alec for 2.
Beautiful pass, beautiful pace, came off there on ball, made space for Alec on the roll.
Also Burton showing us the skills his old man did back in the day right there with that pass.
Yeah, and the Sharks getting a few key turnovers.
It's Alec. Off the left hand this time. Hard luck for Alec. Here's Charles Pride. Danovich. His pass. Pride stood on the baseline though. It's going to be Southland ball.
Tom Danovich puts his hand up and says, my bad. Let's check out this replay. Burton coming off with pace, draws that defense away. And Alec will clean up on the roll.
First 2 points of the half for Alec after he went scoreless through the second quarter. It's Helu again. Alonzo Burton, good to see him getting his hands on the ball much more in this third quarter as he goes to the line for a 3-point play.
Burton, great coming out of that corner. Watch it again, comes off that turnout screen. Gets himself downhill, turning the corner on Tuatara. Strong finish.
Also Burton at the Chemist Warehouse strike for the 3rd time in the game. Veteran of this league, and there he is completing the 3-point play. He's up to 9 in the game now as Southland cut that lead back to 12.
We see the Sharks go back to this 2-3 zone.
Danovich breaks it down easily.
Doesn't matter. And that's Tom Vodanovich's first 2-pointers, or 2 points in the game.
He's got 11 in total. There's Boone from way beyond the 3-point line. It's cash in time for Keelan Boone. He's up to 15. Leading scorer now for Southland, Low. And that's salvaged just in the nick of time by Hickey. Hickey. Vodanovic has lost it. Another turnover goes against the Tuatara. Almost loses it for Southland. Here's Helu. Burton off Alec. And here comes Pride with the ball. Stolen by Boone. All these guys have just jumped out of the jailhouse and stealing everything at the moment. There's Boone going to the line. That's a counter.
Yeah, strong take from Boone, but you're right. A little bit untidy through that patch. So we take a look at Boone. Change of pace. Too much hands from Pride. Boone, strong take.
Keelan Boone about to go to the line for a 3-point play straight after this timeout. Cam Glitter not mucking around there, wants to stop the momentum. There's a chance to have a look at that pizza again. The large cheese. Smile on the face of Crystal Ledger-Walker sitting next to me.
I just love the way you describe it. We need some of these imports to do some reviews and comparisons between the Sal's here and, you know, the American-style Sal's pizzas over in the States.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But if you want to make your own comparison, Perhaps you've been to the States and had some New York pizza. Then why not scan that QR code right now and jump aboard the large cheese for $25.99. Bit of a late dinner on a Friday night, but it's never too late for pizza, of course. Hickey still leading the point scoring for the Tuatara in this game at 23. He hasn't scored since half-time. Boone up to 17. We have Alec 14 for the Sharks. So Boone has the opportunity to add one more from the Kings Warehouse strike.
The Southland Sharks went away and had a great halftime talk because they've come out, started this quarter, 13 points, could be 14 with this free throw here. The Tuatara only 5 in this quarter so far.
Boone does get that extra point. So that margin, which was 17, is now back to 8. Job by the Sharks, but still plenty of work to do yet. Here's Lowe. That's Wilkie. Almost got the roll off the rim. Here's Boone. Keeping the pace up. Alec. Yes! Another three-point play coming up for Southland.
Great connection between Boone and Alec to connect on that fast break. Alec running the floor so hard. Look at him here. Boone also pushing the pace. Puts it right out in front of Alec. Strong take for the big man. Hyped up about it.
Southland on an 8-0 run at the moment. Fair play to them there. I saw a shot of those hard hats with the Sharks on earlier. They have metaphorically put their hard hats on.
Yeah, especially on that defensive end, forcing the Tuatara into some uncharacteristic turnovers and capitalising on them.
Back-to-back three-point plays from the Chemist Warehouse strike there for the Sharks. And this game has suddenly got very interesting. Low. Pride almost loses it. Hickey the same. In fact, they have lost it. He stood on the sideline.
And I love that defensive presence by Alec. Gets right up, crowds that space on Rob Lowe, makes it a tough pass. Goes with the ball, doubles it there. Then Hickey stepped out of bounds from that defensive pressure, stepping up.
His shot at Casey Ioane, who's got his first taste of action in this game. He's out there now, Ioane, 17-year-old, still in high school on the North Shore. As Boone thinks about a three again. Alec can't quite get there in time. Ioane picks up the loose ball. Hickey pushing it nicely there, and that's Rob Lowe getting smashed. Great vision from Hickey.
Beautiful vision from Hickey. Asbury, a lot of pressure at the court, but didn't matter. Hickey, perfect pass. Rob Lowe finishing it off strong.
Allen picking up the foul, his third of the game. The pass was so quick from Hickey, it was almost caught our camera operators off guard. Almost, I said. Nope, didn't. There's the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse strike. An 8-point game. Rob Lowe with those 3 points up to 11 in the game. He's on 9. There's Asbury. Asbury can't nail the three, but there's Boone picking up the rebound. Asbury having a quiet night offensively, just 4 points in the game for him. There's Alec for 3. There's a rebound for Ioane.
And he hit a couple of those to start the game. That's a good look from the Sharks.
Vidanovic throws it straight out of court. They'll take a touch off Burton. It did. So it's still got to be Tuatara ball with 15 on the shot clock. So Tuhaka Kupa coming back into the game for Helu. Hickey. Unlucky. And a chance there, Alonso Burton.
But great defense, and now the Tuatara are only down to 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Hickey. Defends his chances against Cooper here. Beautiful ball into Ioane. Nicely done by the 17-year-old.
Yeah, Hickey knew he had that mismatch down low. Great vision and great patience by Ioane.
Ioane is a year 13 student at Dilworth School in Auckland. Oh, gee, that's a great three-pointer from Boone. 21 points for him now. He's going at 16 a game, so he's stepping up. He's low. Trying to get court position against Alec. Beautiful pass. There's Ioane with another fake.
Oh, man, if that's on Alec and that's his 4th foul, that's massive for both the Tuatara to get him out the game and for the Sharks losing him.
He's got that guilty look on his face, hasn't he, Alec? He's going to have to sit down. Back in the game comes Ledger. It's Will Ledger. We haven't seen Will Ledger up against Josh Ledger yet, the two brothers in the Cells NBL game. We did see them up against each other in the Rapid League game, though. Yep. And eagle-eyed Crystal Ledger Walker sitting next to me saw a brother pass.
Hey, we won't talk about that for Josh's sake, but no, the Sharks did get the better of that Rapid League game. And yeah, a lot of brotherly love going around between the Ledger brothers, the Wiley brothers.
Yeah, of course, the Isaac brothers down in Canterbury, and the Kate brothers as well.
Right, we love baller families.
There is Helu. Now we've got some off-the-ball action here, have we? It's going to go against the Sharks. No, hang on. It's still going to be Sharks ball. Let's see who that went on. We're still not sure. Cooper to unbound it anyway. Gives it back to Asbury. Little floater. Ledger just mistimed his jump, but he still has it. Boone's quick, isn't he?
He is quick and so long, can get those shots off over defenders. Look at Tommy V asking for that ball inside. Hickey waving it off.
He's low. It's come off. Helu again. Still going to be Tuatara possession with 10 on the shot clock. Hickey, by the way, 23 points, 8 rebounds. In fact, 9 rebounds now and 6 assists. Here's Hickey. Hasn't scored in this quarter yet. Gets it away in the nick of time, Davo Hickey. 25 in the game for him. His first points of the quarter.
Great awareness from him. Knew the time on the shot clock. Backed his defense out. Took him downtown again. Won it. Fouling up the court and sends Asbury all the way to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
We got back to cut the deficit back to 5 when it was 61 to 56, but it's back out again now as Tuatara just flex their muscles again. A bit of catching up to do again here for the Sharks. Now with Asbury.
Once again, the Tuatara pulling away when Josiah Alec is out. They're missing that presence inside. We've already spoken about it a few times, but Sam Timmins will make such a difference when he's back with this squad.
See what running. Low, beautiful ball into Pride. Oh, Pride gets his own rebound, but still can't nail it. Southland fortunate to get the ball. Really almost have pinched by Pride. Ledger was in trouble, but he got a foul. No hoping. It's Cooper, in fact. Just checking to see who that foul went on. Tuatara out of the game with 3 fouls at the moment. It might be Lowe's third. We'll just wait to see. Anyway, what's known for certain is Tuhaka Cooper is at the line here, the former Tuatara player. He's going well off the bench for Southland in this game. He's got 7 points now.
Yeah, he's a great role player for the Sharks. Does a great job of getting himself deep in the paint and can knock down Hickey. Look at him weaving through that defense.
Absolutely everything. No sign of battle-weary legs after the Hawks won the ANBL title. Hickey. Oh, beautiful inbound pass to Pride.
A great vision from Hickey getting it to him there. Pride doing a good job finishing underneath.
Lost it as he, it's a real mess. Here comes Hickey. Gives it to, that's beautiful ball rotation, and there's that fake again from Ioane.
So poised underneath, understands that a lot of these players are going to jump, try to go for the big block. He plays the game, gets them up in the air. Look at this ball movement. Quick hands from Pride to Ioane. Great patience.
6 points in the game now, the 17-year-old. He's a rookie, so this must be his highest points score in a game. He'd only been going at 2 per game prior to this. KC Ioane.
It helps when you have great teammates out there that take so much attention from the defense. If you're able to play, off these great players, you can pick up easy baskets like that, especially in transition.
Ioane has featured in every game so far for the Tuatara this season. Asprey. Tough rebound taken by Barrow, who's back out there now. Hickey trying to work off Barrow. Hickey again. He got himself into a pickle there. Ioane with 4 on the shot clock. Asprey picks up the loose ball for Southland, who are off. Asprey, nice spin move by him. And a pass to Burton. Wasn't as required. A little bit messy for Southland in these last few minutes.
They started out really solid defensively, gone away from it though, doing things like that.
Well, one thing Hickey hasn't done in the game is get a triple. Why not have an and one as well?
Too much space for Hickey coming down the court. Too easy, drills the 3 and has a chance to make it a 4-point play.
Well, he has 28 points, 10 rebounds now, so a double-double locked away there for Davo Hickey. He needs 3 more assists to get a triple-double. And there's 1 more point to his tally. 29 for him now. Last 30 seconds of this third quarter. Burton trying to go baseline on Hickey. So quick, Hickey shuts that down. Here's Asprey. Nice pass. And that's a good finish there for the Southland Sharks. Helu gets 2 points.
And they'll want to stop here going into the 4th.
What's Hickey going to do? He almost thought about pulling up for the 3. Can't get the mid-range jumper. Thought he might have been fouled as well, but with no call by the officials. Nonetheless, it's still a comfortable margin again for the Tuatara. And their lead cut to 5 midway through that quarter, but it pulled away again to lead by 14 at the end of 3. $78-64 to the Tuatara. Neki up to 29 in the game, Boone 21. A couple of statistical categories intriguing you at the moment, Crystal.
Yeah, the big difference that I'm noticing that's jumping off the page at me right now is the depth. 15 points off the bench for the Auckland Tuatara, only 9 for the Sharks. The other major area of concern, points off turnovers. Tuatara have 20, while the Sharks only have 6.
Yeah, only 6 points off turnovers. Tuatara beginning the last quarter. Hickey needs 3 assists to get a triple-double in his very first game. Tough shot for him to make there. Burton has it for Southland. They need stops, and plenty stops like that. This last quarter.
Yeah, especially while Josiah Alec is out. Big loss for them off the court.
4 fouls as Boone lights it up again. Another 3 for him. That's his 5th of the game. And Southland hoped again. Here's Hickey. Tightly by Burton. Barrow. Pride over to Verdanovic. And that is off the rim kindly for Asbury. There's Helu. Nice little finish there for Helu.
Great pick and roll action between him and William Ledger. Created a lot of space for him to get to that floater.
There's 4 points in the quarter. Go to the Sharks. There's Pride in the corner. Yeah, sweet shot there from Charles Pride. He has 8, his first 3 of the game. It's a much needed basket for the Tuatara. Southland was starting to build momentum. Asbury, it's a good strong finish.
That's a great move from Asbury, taking base, get himself centered back in front of the hoop.
Key. 13-point lead at three-quarter time. It's back to 10, now it's back up to 13 again as Pride goes back-to-back.
Key check, just did that, come on, get a hand on him.
Burton. Asbury has lost it. Lovely play to Yuan there. Oh, Burton smashed it out of his hands.
And it looked like he almost got that back off Ioane on that tip. And how about that defense from Pride up the court? He's doing it all in those little intangible ways right now.
I was just about to ask you, when do you roll the dice and get Alec back out there? Well, Jonathan Yim, Southland's coach, has done it, Crystal. I reckon a good time to bring him back in there. You just got nothing to lose now.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully Alec is a really smart player and knows how to play while he's in foul trouble. But Rob Lowe also very smart, so it is a risk. Pride.
Hickey with another rebound. He's going to settle it down again. Pride for 3. Oh, geez, got it going on, isn't he?
He does.
It's the 12th three-pointer of the game for the Tuatara. 21 three-pointers in the game. Is it about to be 22? It is.
Wow, what a great step back from Boone. A lot of separation on that fake. Jumps back to his spot.
13-point game again. Asbury surely is pushed out of court there. Oh, technical foul goes against Tom Verdanovic. Sam Pan's having none of that back chat.
Look at that step back from Boone, the play before. But the ref, zero tolerance for any waving of your arms, dispute of calls.
Asbury. That's the second technical foul of the game. We've seen Jonathan Yim being slapped with one, the Southland coach, and of course we had that unsportsmanlike foul as well on Rob Lowe. So the Sharks still giving 100% effort in this game. It's back out there too now. He's had a long rest. Sat down on 3 fouls. There's Burton kicking off Alec. Nice pass, and Alec finishes in style.
Beautiful pass, and way to get to that clear side. Got all the defense on the other side of the floor, opened it up off that little on ball.
So Alec up to 19 in the game now. Asbury's going to pick up that foul.
Tom Vodanovic making up for his technical foul earlier. Let's look at that pass. Slip through that tight gap to Alec.
Tom Vodanovic's been around a long time. He'll put that technical foul behind him. And averaging 13 points per game this season for the Tuatara. He'll get that 3-point play from the Kings Warehouse Stripers. Tuatara hit 90. In this quarter. Elu. Pass back into Alec. He's got Vodanovic on him. Alec off the left hand. Just not quite enough on it.
Frustrated with himself on that good look from the Sharks.
Oh, lovely play from Pride. Oh, Hickey. Well, it's fallen for Tuach. Here's Pride again. Hickey always crashed the boards. He does so well crashing the boards. I think Vodanovic is going to pick up that foul. That'll be his 3rd personal. All of the teams he's played for in the NBL over the years. Of course, he's a former Sharks player. Let's not forget. He won a title with Southland back in 2018.
He contributed to their little gold shoulder.
There's Helu. Now Boone sucks in Rob Lowe and takes advantage.
Athletic finish through the lane. A lot of defenders in front of him. Gets his body around them though.
Hickey under pressure from Burton. Nice from Hickey. He's low. Vodanovic for 3. Asbury with the rebound.
Oh. Pride hunting for those balls back there.
He's got an eye for the prize. He's got 5 steals in the game for Charles Pride. Here's Alec. Nice pass. Back out to Helu for 3. That was more in and out, but cigar that time for the Sharks. Really needed that one to fall, and there's a little reach in there by Burton.
That's unlucky. Burton doing a great job with his on-ball defense. Unfortunate there to see Tukaha Cooper sub back in the game.
He's going to check out. Score in the game again is Hickey with 29. And yes, he's picked up his triple-double, by the way. Crystal, he has 11 rebounds and 10 assists.
That was inevitable, the way he started this game.
Well, not bad, eh? A triple-double in his first game in New Zealand. Not bad for Hickey.
No, not at all. Although, he could have scored some more.
Well, there's still time. 4:40 left. Surely he's going to crack 30. Here's Lowe. Yeah, there's Pride. He's really starting to look good. Even though he missed that 3, he's on 14 points. And here's Cooper. Asbury. Nice pass into Boone. Good defense by Lowe, though. Just drove him that little bit wider.
Yeah, his length coming over. Force Boone take a hard shot, but they give the ball right back to the Sharks. They can score here, make it a single possession ball game. Sorry, get themselves in single digits. Get themselves back in this ball game.
Sharks are going to talk it over with the score at 90-79. So Hickey 29, also in double figures. Pride with 14 and Vodanovic with 14. And for Southland, it's Keelan Boone with 29 as well. Alec with 19 points. Burton and Asbury both have 9 each. Those have been the big scorers in the game so far, with 4:40 to 4:14 to play, rather. Of course, we'll run through all the Chemist Warehouse stats at the end of the game for you. Sharks, there's not very much room left for the good spectators down there at Southland courtside.
Yes, a good game to get out to.
Of course, the Auckland team on the southern swing at the moment. They're in Dunedin in a couple of days. There's Boone. In there by Vodanovic. I'm going to call that a shot, Crystal.
I like it for the Sharks. If you're a Sharks fan, I like that call. A little bit upset from Tuatara. But I also think they might be in the bonus, so it would have been shooting no matter what.
Well spotted. We see Boone go to the line. Chemist Warehouse stripe. It is 2 from 2 in the game. It's up to 30 points now for Southland. Well above his season's average of 16. And Boone continues to score nicely. To a 9-point game. So there you are, they're back down to single figures again.
They just need some stops.
Clutch. It was Low, posting up on Alec. Low, that's classic.
Yeah, not much Alec can do on that defensively with his 4 fouls. Look at him, back him down. They cleared that whole side out so Rob Lowe could go one-on-one with Alec.
Hopefully he'll stop shaking his head. We don't want his head to fall off. There's been some more words spoken as another technical is handed out. So there's Pride with that free throw from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Just at the wrong time too for Southland. Tuatara back on, is out there on 4 fouls now too, by the way, folks, so keep your eye on that. 3 can't nail it. Allen surrounded by teal singlets.
See the Sharks go right back to the same play for Boone.
It's Low over to Hickey. Tuatara going to take the 3 there, didn't do so, but Vodanovic does. Oliver Alec. Rebound is in Burton's hands, and here comes Asbury.
Never doubt Alec's work ethic. Boone.
Can't nail the triple. 12-point game with under 3 to play. Hickey. Over to Lowe. Very patient play from Rob Lowe. That's all class from Rob Lowe.
It makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Let's go back to that technical foul. Went on Caleb Asbury. Here's Alec and Hickey in there to pinch it. Pride picks the loose ball up. Almost not expecting that pass. Tuatara can just cool the engines a bit here. Have the opportunity to manage the game with a 15-point margin. There's just over 2 minutes to play. Bogdanovic for 3. Alec has it. Nice recovery there from Pride. He's got great hands.
Yeah, great rotation between him and Tuach. Tuach to pick his player and for him to run on, get his hands on that ball.
Pride's numbers, Crystal. 15 points, 13 rebounds, 6 steals.
Yeah, he's been doing it all tonight.
Effort from him and a couple of assists as well. He's had a fantastic game.
This is the most aggressive I have seen him play this season on both ends of the floor, hunting for those steals in the backcourt, keeping the ball handler honest, getting after it, looking for a shot from three-point land, getting himself to the rim. You can tell he's starting to feel more comfortable in this Tuatara team.
I think all of them are with Hickey there now. Certainly would settle you down with a player of his class coming into the lineup. Good bench performance too. They've got 15 points from their bench this evening, the Tuatara, with Ioane and Wilkie both having 6. So Tuatara, it's their game to lose, up by 15. Southland did show some fight. It's been as high as 17 at one point, but Auckland have been in control of the game from the start. Southland have never led in this contest. Boone. Nice finish there from Keelan Boone.
Yeah, that's a great person to get it to if you want to score. Leading the way for the Sharks, and look at them pressuring full court.
Get out of it. It's a lovely pass from Lowe. There's Alex foul. The 5th foul, he'll foul out with that.
Not much you can do if you're Alec. You have to get up. You have to put pressure on the ball. You have to try take some risks, go for some steals. With only 1 minute 40 left in the game, he'll take a seat.
He fouls out with 19 points and 7 rebounds. And he was dominant before he got that nasty knock on the nose in the first quarter.
Yeah, he absolutely left his blood, sweat and tears out on the floor tonight.
Tuach, who's on 4 fouls in the game as well. Here's Wiley. Didn't get that away in time, so Southland will get possession. It's going to be a timeout for the Southland Sharks. Talk things over.
He's spoken about in a lot of his pre-game interviews and things how he sees the game and what he's trying to get out of the season. He says they're not results driven, they're more process driven. So he's not thinking about just this game, he's thinking about the end of season, he's thinking about the run they need to go on to hopefully get themselves into that playoffs area. He's thinking about what type of team, what type of culture, what type of basketball they're going to be playing down the stretch, not just tonight.
Yeah, I think most coaches will be like that at this point, isn't it? You know, if you get your process right, you get the little things ticked off, they say the results will always take care of themselves.
Right, something like that.
Yeah. The only problem with that, Ferry, is that there's another team that you're playing against is trying to do exactly the same thing. Can't control everything. One thing out of this game is we're going to enjoy watching Davo Hickey play for however long he's in this Tuatara team. We're going to enjoy the ride, aren't we?
Absolutely. He's been so fun to watch, so athletic everywhere on the court. And this guy's been fun to watch as well. Boone, been hot tonight.
Yeah, Boone, 33 points. Danovich over to Wiley. Lowe's had it blocked by Asbury, who's stolen it. Nice pass. Here's Burton. Take the shot off Cooper's pass. Here's Asbury. Ooh, yeah, that was a tasty little fadeaway.
Yeah, he likes that shot. That 17-foot range, jumpers over his defense. Burton forcing that turnover. They have a BNZ player timeout.
Indeed, with 34.2 seconds to play. It's a pretty lovely shot here. Very nice from Caleb Asbury. He's got 11. Shooting the ball 42% in the game. BNZ player timeout. Don't forget to scan the QR code when it appears on the screen, of course, folks. As you've been seeing through the season. Get your ticket to the big game. There it is right there. BNZ, of course, proudly supporting the investment in New Zealand basketball. Final few seconds of this game. Asbury for three. Yes. It's going to be a win for the Tuatara in this game. Something miraculous happens now. Jake Cup Tuatara. He's been the unsung hero in this game for me, as we touched on those numbers earlier. Crystal, 15 points, 13 rebounds, 6 steals. About you, but I haven't had a game this year where someone's had 6 steals in a game yet this season.
Yeah, 6 steals is very impressive for Pride, and his ability to put up those numbers when his teammates have also had great games with big numbers. Because that's always the thing. Someone, when you have star-studded rosters like this, someone has to sacrifice somewhere, or you have to find other ways to, you know, make your impact on the game. And you're right, he has done that on the defensive end with those steals.
The free throws from the Chemist Warehouse strike there for Pride take him up to 17 in the game. And prior to this, he'd been averaging 8 at 30%. So he's certainly taken a step forward in his production in this game. He'd been averaging 5 rebounds a game. Tonight, 13. So Charles Pride, another who's had a fantastic game. But I don't doubt that Hickey's been the star with that triple-double. 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists.
Yeah, very, very impressive, and did it in a bunch of different ways. Was all over the court, flying in on defense, making the hockey assist, the pass before the assist, so it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but play made in a lot of ways.
So the Auckland Tuatara showing big signs of life. They're going to be a tough opponent for the next few weeks, and then wait for Dan Fortu to come in. And all of a sudden, that man there, Cam Glidden, has a rather serious-looking roster.
Yeah, scary squad to come up against, especially if they're all firing.
Boom. Got a tap on his head there from Vodanovic. Still got the 2 points, Keelan Boone. He's got 35. Fine effort from him in a beaten team tonight.
But look at them, non-stop, picking up full court. 27 seconds left in this game. They're going hard. Let's check out Boone. This up fake, step through, and headed in the ball back.
Been a three-point play there, so we see a foul mid-court by the Sharks. Tuhaka Cooper picked up that one. So old man Charles Pride back at the line, the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Nice free throw shooting too. That's 6 from 6 from the line for Pride. Asbury given the jam by the Tuatara. They just have to hold the ball now, and in fact they won't, because Asbury, maybe Helu picked up that foul there with 15 to play exactly.
Look at this lane just open up, turn that corner pass, Rob Lowe, throwing it down. Asbury with the late highlight play.
Yeah, a couple of spectators love that, didn't they? Asbury with 16 in the game. As Rob Lowe goes back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. A solid effort from Lowe. 15 points now. Just the 4 rebounds in the game for the Tuatara, but he's a smart player and he needs to really play when he needs to, and there's another 2. Part of the puzzle. Cam Glidden. Vodanovic making a nuisance of himself. One more shot for Tommy V maybe in this game. No, he's going to just let the buzzer play out. And there's a good win for the Auckland Tuatara. It's win number 2 for them. On season 2025, they go to 2 and 3 with a win over the Southland Sharks by 10 points in the end. 102-92 here in Invercargill. And that was a pretty good all-round effort by the Tuatara, led by that triple-double from their new player, Dave O'Hickey.
Yeah, man, was he a standout tonight or what? 29 points. Great way to introduce himself to the league. He's officially here. He's officially making some noise. Watch out for him when he comes to your town. Boone, though, doing it all for the Sharks. 35 points for him. Look at the Tuatara cleaning up the ball to Pride, your guy, doing it all in all those little ways. And then Hickey again, assists, dishing the ball out. 11 assists. Insane to be finding your teammates and have that chemistry going in your first game with the team. Charles Pride, 6 steals. Asbury, 7, leading the game. It was a tight one, but it was that second quarter for the Sharks that really let them down.
Hurt them. And of course, the foul out of Josiah Alec and the injury in that second quarter really hampered their chances. Doubleheader coming up tomorrow, folks. Quick reminder, the Giants and the Fire at home in those games. And then on Sunday, the Nuggets and the Jets have the home ground advantage against the, or home court advantage against the Tuatara, who move up to Dunedin. And the Saints fly into Palmerston North for that game. Well, that wraps it up here from Southland. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the game, and congratulations to the Auckland Tuatara. Too good for the Southland Sharks in this one, 102-92.